Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is ThePandaPhotographer and I purchased these audio wireless systems with my own money. The Comica Boom XD or Boom XD system and the VD Live 10 system. Now, I don't have any problems with that particular system because I don't really use it. But the Boom XD for the iPhone, let me explain. Since the very beginning, ladies and gentlemen, I had good experiences and then some bad experiences. Now, when it came down to range tests, it worked very well. But recently, I noticed some problems. Within the first year, there's been some problems. Because guys, I only had this product since April of 2021. Before April of 2022, the batteries already started dying. Now I can't get a full charge. I only could charge up to 3 bars. So keep that in mind. With that said, everyone, I am using both audios because I just tried to do a full live stream and the audio kept going out when I'm right here in front of the receiver. So Comica Boom XD and his team, listen carefully. I've talked to you guys through social media. I try to reach out and give you my overall opinion and my professional opinion about this system. First and foremost, the one thing I notice about this system is it is not consistent, especially when it comes down to the battery life. Now, take it with a grain of salt. It's only been a year, well, it's past a year now, but the point of what I'm trying to say is that on both devices that I hardly used this when I needed to. When I needed to, I only did an interview and that was it. But my problem is interference. It seems like the audio kept going in and out when I was making this video about food. And it has done that while making live streams or pre-recording content for this channel. And mind you, I am not sponsored by Comic-Con. Comic-Con never sent me anything for free or to do a review. They have replaced my receiver, which is still causing a problem. And I'm using the new receiver, so something tells me that it has to be the transmitters. The transmitters might be the issue because that's a brand new receiver, and the audio keeps cutting out. But then again, it's not welded. It's not very. May I explain about the inserts or the insides of this component of this receiver? I opened it multiple times. Let me explain. Now I'm gonna put the lavalier microphone here. By the way, this is A, and this here is B. Let me explain to Comic-Con what the problem and one of the problems were. You see the lightning port? You see that? Over time, that kind of goes inside the body of the receiver. You have to unscrew it, you gotta pull it out, or you either have to crazy glue it so it stays in one place, but then again, don't use too much crazy glue because it's not gonna last. So this over time goes in. Yes, the iPhone's port dock, yeah, that goes in, and it happened to both receivers. So that's another flaw about the receiver. The second problem is bad shielding. There's no shielding protection for this device. It can reach 80 meters plus more, but when it comes down to shielding, it is bad. Interference is the reason why this audio system gets cut off. And if it's cutting off on either microphone or both microphones, then we know for sure that it's the receiver. But with that said, everyone, I've been having problems with the receiver. Inconsistencies. It's not weather sealed, it's not waterproof. And mind you, they could have put a weather sealing gasket around the inserts because they got plenty of room inside for it. And I've opened this product and examined it and realized that it might have been well put together, but when it came down to the chassis of the bodies and its structure, it is not very well presented in my opinion, because this could have been weather sealed. And mind you that there were some cases where I was actually on a live stream and suddenly it just rained and this got wet, so that could be another factor. But Comic-Con You guys have the necessary tools to make this possible. I know you do, because I have seen some of your other products. So with that said, everyone, this is my review on the Comica Boom XD update and the V Live 10 system. Now, I only use that system when I'm on my DSLR cameras, or when I'm on my laptop, when I'm gaming, or when I'm doing a podcast or a live stream from my laptop inside a studio. But I tried to do it with the Comica Boom XD. You could do it, but you got to leave your iPhone on in order to keep that constant flow of communication or electricity flow. Because I noticed when it goes idle, the receiver just completely goes silent. So keep that in mind. So if you are using this as a way of audio and using it with your iPhone, keep in mind you might want to just change your settings on your iPhone. Make sure that the display doesn't go dim or black, because it will mute your audio. Second, another thing about the audio system is customer service. It was okay, but not consistent. They take too long to respond. I respond by email, they haven't replied to that, but they replied to the Instagram. So customer service may vary based on your experience, so keep that in mind. Now, as I said, if the audio is cutting in and out, tell me which microphone is cutting in and out, and I'm not sure if you can tell, but this is A, this is B. And my last live stream, I tried to do a full review. The audio kept cutting in and out because of the receiver. Or it could be the transmission, because the transmission itself, like I said, battery life is dying. Within the year, I didn't use this as much as I should, but still, I'm down to 1 bar on each device. And normally, I use A most of the time. So how does B have the same battery percentage? Because I only use A most of the time, and mind you, everything is labeled with me. So with that said, everyone, should you buy the Comica Boom wireless and audio systems? Yes and no. It may vary based on what you're doing. This is not really a professional setup, and per se, I would use this as backup audio for a very professional movie shoot or documentary, but right now this is not really ideal. This is for live streams. Keep that in mind. And it says on the overexposed or underexposed. Oh yeah, it underexposed by quite a bit because it's too sunny. Now the clouds are rolling in. But with that, tell everyone, this is just my take on this device. I've been using it for a long time. I went from the Cinco S1, which was terrible. I went to one device to another device to another device to another device. This works, but keep in mind, after 6 months or so, you will go into some problems with this Comica Boom XD wireless system. You may have this same experience with the VD Live 10 system, because they all budget the same price. So keep that in mind. So with that said, everyone, I'm the Panda Photographer. I only emphasize real life reviews on products that I use in the real world. And honestly, this audio system it's good, it's bad, but the shielding problem, there's a shielding problem, and that's the problem, shielding. Communication breaks off every time, especially in this area. And I also noticed it in this area, because guess what? You have Wi-Fi, you have MTA system, you have Citibank, and all this around here is courthouses and radio frequencies. So therefore, there is interference with these devices, either with the transmitter or the receiver. So take everything when I say with a grain of salt. Please do subscribe, like, and share, and I will share this video or an update and anything that goes wrong with this in the future. But if you guys have your questions, leave them down in the comments down below. I still will leave a link to this particular product down in the description below, and the VD Live 10 system. I definitely recommend the VD Live 10 system, because not only that, it's an upgrade from this device, because not only you can charge and use that device at the same time, but you can also use the device on another device at the same time with the VD Live 10, and you have seen me done that on this channel. So with that said, thank you everybody, and enjoy your day. Please help support the channel. See ya.